Good evening, good evening, good evening. Come into the J Spot. Replacing your G Spot every Thursday from 6 to 7, giving you real relationship talk, real relationship drama with the best night of your life. Your host, Jay and Simply E, hold on, get ready to enter the J Spot on IntellectualRadio.com.
Good evening, good evening, good evening, and welcome to the best night of your life. Woo! You have entered the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families, one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com and iHeartStation. I'm your host, Jay. Ooh, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, Sizzling Simply E. Hey, E.
Hey.
How you doing?
Oh, girl, I can't wait.
Well, thank you all so much for joining us. Please go to our page, like our page at the J Spot. That's our Facebook page. Twitter at J Spot, and also follow us on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And Jay is spelled Jaye for all three. This portion of the J Spot is brought to you by Tate's Grant Writing. You can contact Keisha Tate at 773-701-6950 for your grant writing needs. Use reference code JAYE. Again, you can contact Keisha Tate at 773-701-6950 for your grant writing needs. Also, if you're looking to advertise your business, product, or services on the J Spot, at jspotradio@gmail.com. Again, that's jspotradio@gmail.com. Of course, it's JAYE. We are right in the middle.
Ooh, baby.
And it's like seemed like it was just yesterday. We were preparing for Valentine's Day, and for people to find out that they were really not in the relationships that they thought.
Dumb.
Well, guess what? We're back at that time. So, do you have a few tips on how people can survive Thanksgiving, getting with the family, and even if you don't celebrate Thanksgiving, this definitely is just a season of people getting together. They dropping by just unannounced sometimes just to see what you're cooking, because you do cook some good stuff. So, if I drove, my God. Oh, okay. But tell people how they can,
What should you do? Listen, Thanksgiving is next, no, not next weekend, but next Thursday. We all are aware of that. If you don't have a family to go to or a house to go to or just friends to go by, whatever, there are so many shelters out, are always looking for people to help out and just give out and just come and sit down and have a meal with somebody. Also, there's a lot of people that live in nursing homes. They don't have family. Times I've just put holidays is always give back because they want someone to talk and tell their stories with. They've lived a very long life, but they don't have anybody there so they can relate to. So you all, if you don't have anybody or a family to go out with, go and adopt a family. Go to a church and be that. You may not be Christian, you may not be Muslim, but there's always someone or some place that you can go to get a family and just adopt people, and people will adopt you. If you are cooking, hey, listen, y'all make some fried turkey. Y'all can. I'm grilling turkey. This year. I'm grilling my red turkey, my angry chicken, basically.
Oh, that's so good.
Spicy.
Yes, that sexy angry chicken.
Sexy,
Yes,
it gets you pregnant. So thank God tubes are tied. So I'm grilling and making my scallop potatoes with parsnips and Gouda cheese, and I'm making cabbage mix, which is just
sounds so good.
Baby, it's delicious. It's delicious.
Well, you know what? I love it. Thank you so much,
You're
Eve,
welcome.
for sharing those tips. Now let me bring in the mess because see, let me tell you, E is a good spirit. I, on the other hand, sometimes you're gonna have to question me. So I want to let you know how to be prepared and just how to brace yourself in the event that you find out you are not the number one draft pick. What do I mean by you're not the number one draft pick? Okay, here's the thing. We're just coming into the holidays, okay? So you've spent the 4th of July with them. You spent Labor Day with them. You spent Groundhog Day and Memorial Day. You've spent all that time, okay? So now here we are, Thanksgiving. Let me tell you, all those holidays don't matter. Here, if you did not know, let me let you know what holidays really count. Thanksgiving, Christmas, and New Year's Eve.
Yes.
If you don't, you can spend the entire year together.
Mm-hmm.
But if you don't make it to that slot, not be the number one draft pick. I don't care how many other holidays you've gotten. If you don't get Thanksgiving, because here's the thing, nobody cares about those other holidays.
No.
Everybody and their mama gonna be
They gonna be
at
right
their mama
there.
house.
Yep.
Everybody, they gonna be at auntie. They gonna be at my dear house.
They gonna be
Everybody gonna be there.
Yep.
Invitation. I'm sorry. You probably are not the number one draft pick. You're not even on the starting lineup because let's just be honest, that's invitation to get.
Yes,
That basically seals, the relationship.
Yeah.
So if you guys get into it this weekend, Sunday, Monday, and you don't hear from them till Black Friday, just know you were not the number one draft pick. Why am I saying this? Because I don't want you to waste a perfectly good Thanksgiving
outfit.
Because this can suck. You sitting here thinking all this time y'all really together. No. Thanksgiving is not the day you want to find out you really. The good thing for me is, you're knowing I was single. Or I'm not expecting any invitations. I'm good. I know my status. But do you know your status? See, they like she can talk that because she's single. That's why she's single. No, I know my status.
Single by choice.
You don't want to walk into you thinking you're in a relationship. I'm just saying, I'm telling you guys this because I love y'all. And it happened to me before. I'm like, wait a minute. We done been together all this time. Done did birthdays and all that.
We even said I love you.
And I didn't get an invitation to Thanksgiving.
And then you posted pictures on Facebook and social media with all your friends and family. Yeah.
Mad. Feeling some type of way.
Sucking on my thumb like that mother didn't even invite me.
Right. You see all the family. He hugged up with his grandma, his mom, and them, all the whole family, the kids. They pick a name for the grab bag. So that's letting you know you ain't gonna be there for Christmas.
They ain't even pulled your name because you ain't even there. They don't even know who you are. Shoot.
So please do not let anybody ruin your holidays. Just kind of have a conversation, just so that this stuff don't sneak up on you, because that's really not a good position to be in. But we will not be here next week. We will be off chilling with, he gonna be with her boo. I'm gonna be somewhere trying to get my stuff together, with my family. So we definitely hope that you all definitely have a happy Thanksgiving.
Yes.
Be safe, and love on each other. As he said, you know what? Seriously, before complaining, somebody else would love to be in your shoes.
That's true.
Now, last week, Thanksgiving and the holidays, if you would take these tips, you will know. We talked about how to catch a cheater. See, you do this, you won't have to worry about
it. You already know.
Finding out, you're not the number one draft pick. Because you're going to know. You're going to know before Thanksgiving, and you'll be able to make a wise decision on if you want to accept some excuses. Now, I know for me going on, so please, if you listening, I was gonna say any of y'all, I mess around having car windows bust. But if you listen like that, this don't apply to me. Okay, so just know it don't apply to me, and I'm leaving it alone. But what is your definition of cheating? On online source, there are several definitions of what cheating is, ranging from having sexual contact with someone other than your spouse to discussing things of a sexual nature with a member of the opposite sex. So with all that sneaking that inbox, send me this pic, send me that pic. If your mate or your spouse was cheating, Eve, would you want to know?
Already know. I ain't even worried about you. Can try to keep from me all day long. Cause my little friend downstairs, she's gonna tell me, it's gonna go dry like the Sahara Desert. And brother, don't even pull that, baby. You know, we can get you some KY jelly. I don't need no KY jelly. Your wanky wink done went somewhere it ain't supposed to be at. So I'm good. Don't even worry. We okay. You ain't got to kiss her. No, I'm okay.
Now, for those that may be kind of on the fence and they're like, is kind of new, so they're really not in tune with each other like that.
Listen to your intuition. Don't listen. If you're paranoid, you got anxiety. I do. And you're paranoid, take your medicine and that'll calm down your paranoia. If you're not paranoid and you just naturally kind of, a little loopy or whatever, you think that this dude avoiding you or this chick is just avoiding you, something's going on. Listen to your inner spirit. And then also just open up your mouth and ask them, listen, are you out there doing something straight up with me? Don't tell me something that you think is going to make me feel better, because in the end, later on down the line, if I find out that you are, or you found out that, that person is, it's going to be worse then than it is now. So just be honest with one another. We too grown, especially, listen, if you're watching the J Spot, you got to be at least 25, 30 and up. You can't be no little teeny totter. So let's be real. Let's stop playing games with one another. It's too short with one another.
Well, here are some signs, according to an online source. Here are some signs that he or she, that he might be cheating. Okay, because I think that the signs for men and with women are different. Now, that's just my personal opinion, but according to an online source, here are a few signs that he might be cheating. His behavior. Example, he's more concerned with his physical appearance than usual. He's working out more, dressing better, grooming himself with more care, or even using new cologne. That means that now he generally take a bath on Sundays, Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays. Now he in there every day. Generally, he dip in and dip out. He's staying in there, and just making sure, just checking all the spots. That could be a sign, not necessarily, but it could be.
So y'all listen.
I can't.
On Intellectual Radio, we have Stan, Earl, aka Stan, behind there, and he be sending us little comments on the screen, y'all. So his thing was his balls is empty. That's they empty from you getting done by somebody else. That's what's really going on.
And that's a really good point. But now, what if they? Okay, now let me defend them. What if they can say that they was, handling their business, or, they hand met they thing, and they was just like, okay, I did that.
Let me smell your hand. Let me smell your hand. Let me see. Let me feel. I know how your hand feel after you done touch your winky, and I know how I feel when someone else done touch it. Let me touch your winky. Nah, this ain't your hand feel grip on it. Nah, brother, because you curved to the right, and this time it's curved to the left. Somebody else been whacking.
You all guys, I was trying to help y'all out, but I guess that one ain't gonna work. But the next sign he might be cheating, his starts to change. Maybe he's working more, but the money is not adding up. He's traveling more, or his normal routine has totally changed. Things that are typically out of character for him. Like now he's all of a sudden he's attending church all the time. He's just up in there, I'm just spiritual now. Satan, you ain't been to church since 3 Easters ago. I'm just saying, kind of check it out. It may not be, it could be more distracted or distant. At first, you all were close. He can confide in you. You guys just genuinely enjoy being around each other. Now it's all this arguing. He doesn't want to be around you. He doesn't have any time. His attitude is short. Like when a dude don't want to be with you, mean. Yeah. And it's like, go through that, especially when you know that it was good, or at least you thought things were good, and then out of nowhere, here he goes, Dr. Jekyll and Mr. Hyde. Ain't nobody got time for all that.
Exactly.
The last one, there's a change in your sex life, decline in the amount of sex you are having, or this crazy stuff that he wasn't really doing at first. He want to swing off chandeliers and stuff. He want to eat 3-course meals in the bed. All kinds of stuff that you like. He wants somebody to spank him. Well, okay. Well, we're gonna talk. It may be children watching this. Mine in particular. Okay. Hey son. Your mama good. Okay.
Right.
Now, according to an online source, here are some signs that a woman might be cheating. Interested in sex with you. Okay. She's not as open. Women, we typically talk about the future. We want to know, where's this going? Where do you see us? Those are the questions that we typically ask. I mean, we always want to know. We always want to feel that we are together, that we got you, that you have us. But when those conversations stop, you may want to what she got going on. She's spending a lot of time at work, but yet she's still asking you for money. The hours and the money just ain't adding up. She's caring. Right.
Man. It's in her to care. Women are nurturers. It's in us to care about you. When we stop caring about you, it's a wrap, dude. Somebody else got that.
It's done.
It's a wrap.
It's done. Like there is no, there's nothing.
No.
I think that it's just different ways that women cheat, that you can tell the signs that they're cheating versus the men. Some similar ways, but those were a few of the huge differences that I definitely wanted to point out. So my thing would be is before going to investigate and look into all this cheating business, make sure it's something that you really want to know.
Yes.
Make sure you want to know. Make sure you're prepared to act on it. Yeah. And ask yourself, okay, so if I do find out that he or she is, slipping around, what am I going to do? Am I going to stay? Am I going to leave? And those are some things that you probably should ask yourself beforehand, because realistically, I think, now tell me what you think, but if the person is cheating and you have no intentions on leaving, why say something?
Yeah, you just have to deal with it. I think you still should bring it to that person's attention, just so they know that, okay, she knows, and maybe he'll have, or she will have the respect for you not to do it again. But I mean, I've stayed in relationships where really, that's how we doing it.
Yeah.
I've stayed in relationships where, the person cheated, whatever. And I knew, and I just figured that eventually they'll stop or whatever. But, they didn't stop until it was too late. When I left and I've changed. I bet you have changed, because I'm gone now. You have changed. That's okay. I'm good. I don't want to be with you.
So people say that, watch what you're looking for, because you may find something. Well, here's the thing. That's why I'm looking, because I have suspicions on something that's going on. Exactly. But if I'm looking for something and there's nothing there, then I will never find anything. Okay, well, I go looking for $100 bill every day on the ground, but it ain't there. So I'm not going to find that $100 bill. Same thing with the cheating. If no foul play, there's nothing to ever find. No. Take a break. And when we come back, we're talking about some results of what could happen if somebody cheats. That break, baby. Oh. And I hear the baby. And now they want to come back. Can you accept it? How would you deal with it? You're listening to the Jaye Side on IntellectualRadio.com, my station.
Girl, you gotta wake up, 'cause you ain't supposed to be here. Gotta wake up, 'cause if she finds you, I can't explain it. I put you in a bad situation, but in her eyes it won't look that way. So you just gotta go now. I know I just let you down. I've been doing wrong for too damn long. So go that I lost track of time. I didn't move. I knew what I was doing. I knew what I was doing. 'Cause girl, you blew my mind. I didn't mean to lead you on. So I gotta tell you, please. but I gotta tell you, please be gone. So dangerous. Cause I know that she would go crazy. It's so dangerous. If she catches going half on a baby, she won't understand how hard it feels. So just one look from your hand, girl. Now you're standing here naked while my leg keeps shaking. Cause I don't want you to go. I've been doing wrong for too damn long that I lost the track of time. I didn't want to ruin. I knew what I was doing. Cause girl, you blew my mind. I didn't mean to lead you on. So I gotta tell you, please be gone. I didn't mean to lead you on. But I gotta tell you, please be gone. I don't want you to go, baby. Don't leave, don't leave. Supposed to be here. I just want you to know, baby. So let me make it clear. Girl, I've never done this before. In fact, you are the only one. I know you think it's on purpose, but it's not, girl. You're just worth it. I've been doing wrong for too damn long that I lost the track of time. I didn't want to ruin. I knew what I was doing. Girl, you blew my mind. I didn't mean to lead you on. So I gotta tell you, I didn't mean to leave you alone. But I'm gonna tell you, please be gone. I've been doing wrong for too damn long that I lost the track of time. I didn't want to ruin. I knew what I was doing. Cause girl, you blew my mind. I didn't mean to lead you on. So I gotta tell you, please be gone. I didn't mean to lead you on. But I gotta tell you, please be gone.
Welcome back to the J Spot, where we are strengthening relationships and families one conversation at a time on IntellectualRadio.com. We are an iHeart station. I'm your host, Jay, and sitting next to me, we have my co-host, my partner in crime, Sizzling Simply E.
Hey, boo thing.
How you doing?
Oh, wonderful.
Good. Now, sitting next to Simply E, we have this brave, sexy beauty. We have Moni in the house. Don't look like that, Moni. We talking about you. We only do sexiness up, girls out, Hey, Mr. Winfrey about to take a picture of him. So, hey, just let it be known. Embrace that sexiness. But how you doing tonight?
I'm all right. How are you doing?
Good. Do me a favor. Tell everybody a little bit about yourself, how they can get in contact with you, and how they can pick up some of your merchandise.
The owner of Love Matters, and it is.
Don't worry. We are
gonna work this out.
Yes, we are. Yes, we are. Because we want to hear you.
So I'm the owner of Love Matters, and it is a social movement that we started to remind people that in the end, when all things are done, love is what matters. You can find me mostly on IG at LUVMTRS, and we have everything from T-shirts to baby gear. We're steady adding to our apparel line as the people support us for every.
Okay. Do you have a website where people can go to purchase?
Currently, lovematters.shop will be back up hopefully next week.
Okay. Again, give them your IG information.
LUVMTRS, Love Matters.
And we'll also have that information posted on our page at the J Spot, also on Twitter at J Spot, and also on Instagram at the J Spot Radio. And J is spelled E for all three. Now, you all, tonight we are talking about the break baby. Accepted. Now, if you guys want to chime in, because I know it's some interesting stories out there, so we definitely want to see if we can hear a few stories. If you call in, please just get right to the point, please. Just like we be wanting to pass in the church when they say 5 more minutes or we almost out, and you want them to just hurry on up. We need you to just hurry up and get right to the point. If you can call in, our number is 708-223-8953. What does taking a break in a relationship mean? What does that mean to you, E? Taking a break in a relationship.
If you tell me we taking a break in a relationship, that means all gloves are off. We're on a break. We're not together. Same way I would be if I was single. I'm gonna act the same way because we're on a break.
What to you? What does taking a break in a relationship mean to you?
It's over.
It's
over. We're not taking breaks. If we're taking a break, then we're breaking up.
Okay, and see that's why we ask, and it's so sad that we are at this point, this day and age, because according to according to an online source, taking a break is when you separate from your significant other or partner a determined amount of time, usually with the intent to get back together. So that's see now how people all jacked up because your version of a break, y'all done. I'm gonna get back at you.
I'm not going.
You're not going?
No.
Okay. Why do some people, in your opinion, take breaks from their relationships?
Because they want to test out the waters, or they feel like it's getting too serious. They're not ready for it to get that serious, so they want to take a step back for a moment, cool down what's going on with the relationship, and then they know they got a good girl or a good guy, whatever, but they just need a moment to just back and kind of prioritize and see what's really going on.
People take breaks in their relationships, Moni.
I kind of agree with her. I guess that they feel like at this point they're maybe overwhelmed in a relationship. If you feel like sow your oats, then it's probably time for you to just go home and go on about your business.
Now I'm gonna put this question out there, and whoever feel like they want to answer it first. Have you ever taken a break in a relationship? Answer.
Jamela?
I've never taken a break because again, if I take a break, I don't do breaks.
Over.
It's we
It's
done.
over.
I'm gonna assume the single role and no. So no, I've never taken a break. What about you, Moni? Have you ever taken a break?
No, you've heard my opinion.
I've taken a break before, and I was younger, so break. I was just really we decided to just break from one another and to just focus on stacking up some money and then to get back together. I was still thinking we together. He on the other hand was like, we on a break. We on a break for real. So he, sold his raw oats. I didn't know about it until I found out the chicks was calling my home. But so, now I'm at the point that if you're going to take a break with me now, we're going to break. I'm going to show you how to break.
So now with taking a break, are there any rules when people take a break?
I think they should establish rules. I think that if you all mutually decide, you know what, it's kind of getting a little bit intense, whatever, let's kind of take a break. We're going to take a break and we still want to be back together with one another. Ain't no screwing, ain't no kissing. You can hang out with your boys. You can hang out with your female friends. I don't care about all of that. But all that screwing and everything else, I ain't trying to catch nothing.
Now, why we going to hang out with the other people?
To have some fun, to get away from you.
Oh, well, I want you to hang out with me. If we together, if you my boo, you better find all the fun that you can find over this yonder. Right. Because if you have to look henceforth, maybe from the country somewhere, if you have to look henceforward, you may reconsider barking up this street right here. That's all I'm going to say. You may want to reconsider. So with now or taking a break, if you have sex with someone, eating.
Moni, in the middle, where's she at? Was she in the middle there? Okay.
No, like I said, in my idea of breaking, up because breaks break babies. And
Interesting.
therefore, I'm good.
Breaks, break
E, what
condoms.
about you? Is that right? See?
If we, like I said, we have already established that ain't nothing going on while we're on this break, and you decide to break bread and break some condoms with somebody, and you done produce the baby and all the other stuff, ain't worried about me. You keep your baby and your baby mama. I'm
Enjoy your
okay.
life.
I'm
God
gonna be good
bless.
to go. I'm bogus too. I'll probably make a video. I'll probably just get you one more time and do a video of you sleeping in my bed and then send it out to your baby mama
Oh,
and
you
your
petty.
family. I am so petty because I've done it. So I'm so petty to all your little friends and everything. And then I'll put on my good, proper white voice, call the police and say, I don't understand why he won't get out of my house. And then I'll do it again.
So y'all hear this, right?
I'm petty. I'm queen. Listen, if I had a kufi, a tall kufi, not Queen Latifah, Queen Patty.
What? She gonna call the police?
See, now with me, and on, I would be, if I was to take a break, set some ground rules.
you
So
have
that
to.
would definitely determine if it's cheating, because I feel like if we never discussed, with other people, and you may fall into the horizontal mambo. You just never know. So if we did not discuss that, then I'm just gonna be honest. That would be my defense. We never discussed, cheating. As far as if we had sex with somebody else, we never discussed that. So therefore, this conversation is null and void.
So can I ask a question?
Absolutely.
Okay, so the concept of breaking in a relationship. You're married and people separate, that's different. But now we in these relationships, your wife, and you taking a break from it, just leave.
Right.
Sometimes you might just need some space. Y'all are probably smothering one another too much or whatever. She might be too clingy. He might be too clingy. But you like that person. You see what the good value. No. So you
if
might
y'all
just
want to get back together later, talk about it later.
Y'all might
but
just do
these what we should do in these relationships.
You
in
might
2017,
just do
Luda brought a baby home.
And we're gonna talk and we're gonna talk about that. And those, you brought up some really good points. So with that, what is a break baby? Online source: a break baby is when someone, usually a man, sorry fellas, the online source said that, usually a man has a child from a serious relationship. No, my thing is, if you know that y'all going back and forth, that y'all play this game. Oh, well, we ain't together this week. We ain't like now. Okay, it's holidays. You may not want to be with that person, so you done pick the fight. Y'all gonna ride through. You may not get back with them until after New Year's, because they are not the number one draft pick. However, you still want to, kind of keep that connection, but you want to just break for the holiday.
Okay.
If you know you coming back, why not cover your tracks?
2 condoms and stuff. Don't be slinging juices all over the world.
2 condoms.
It's the same feeling. I promise it is. Gotta use your imaginations with your 2 condoms and stuff. And then when you come back to me, I need to see paperwork.
Man,
They said I ain't got no STD. Okay, then we can write what about that AIDS one?
have you ever experienced someone having a baby on you?
No.
Yes. Wait. He sent me a message. Yes. It wasn't more so when we first got together. He had a big crush on me, and I was married. So I was like, no, we could be friends. I respect my marriage. Then when the marriage ended, he supportively, a few months before that was his birthday. Excuse. His brother dropped him off at his other baby mama's house, whatever. And child was made that night. Calling me and saying, you shouldn't be with your husband. I love you. You should be with me. I'm like, that's wonderful, but I really respect my marriage. Thank you. I said, you must be drunk. I love you. I love you. Okay, whatever.
Telling his truth.
Yeah, tell it to you.
Get right.
So when we decided to start seeing one another, after the marriage had ended, him and I decided to start seeing one another. He was telling me, he's saying little hints like, man, I don't know why she hiding from me. I'm like, she hiding because she's pregnant. Nah, well, it's not by me. Don't even worry about it. I went to my mom's and I'm in Missouri, went to the mall Black Friday, went shopping, bought some baby clothes.
Cool.
So he was like, what is this? Go get that to your baby mama because you got a baby girl on the way. No, I don't. Yes, you do. I know better. I think the child is born like in December. Amen. He was like, well, so-and-so had the baby. Yeah. That's like you do it that dang fast. But okay, sure. Yeah, see, you jinxed me. It was mine. I ain't jinxed you. You stuck your dingling in her winky wonk, and voila, y'all produced a child. So quit playing.
Wait, Facebook. Let me ask you guys on Facebook. Have you ever experienced someone having a baby on you? Now, me, I somewhat experienced that. And let me tell you, man, when somebody have a baby on you, man, that thing can mess you up. I'm telling you, that thing almost took me out. I was in the store minding my own business. See, I'm always minding my own business. It's some stuff. Man, I hate that. But anyway, I'm in the store, and I was in this picture store. I'm looking through the picture display because I wanted to take some pictures. And so, lo and behold, I'm like, oh, I say, no, come on now. I know the universe is just not that good to me. Well, yeah, guy holding a baby. Huh? It's like, wait a minute. Come on, I wear contacts and everything. So I'm like, okay, I'm seeing double vision. Anyway, I called him to ask him, about the baby. Just, how when you ask a person what day it is, and we all know it's Thursday, and they say it's Tuesday, it was one of those. I'm like, is this your baby? No, that's my boy, baby. What the heck are you in a doggone picture with your boy, baby?
Where your boy at?
I'm like, it was just a display case full of random. What's the chances of finding that person in random hundreds of pictures? And there he is with this baby. I'm telling you, that thing almost took me out. I'm just like, oh my God. I was so distraught for a long time because, I wasn't ready for that. Technically, we're not together, but we was doing that dance, get back together, mess around, get back together. And you do this. Was just like, that kind of changed how guys with babies, it kind of put me in a mindset of, what? I got kids. Because I know that I don't do well like that with sharing. Sometimes I can just still, even now to this day, I'm just like, I struggle in and out. With that, when you discover that somebody has a baby, he or she has a baby, can you accept that?
I did. I accepted it, but it just put a damper in our relationship, And so I was like, okay, look at these two late Johnny come lately. Get your.
So can you accept it?
I did accept it. We started back dating or whatever, but the trust was pretty much gone, because you kept on.
Right.
So that was the issue. They kept on lying and everything. Pick it up and move it, man. Quit playing.
Right.
So every time something would happen, I would be curious about, are you doing something, because you lied so much. You lied about having a baby and stuff. You lied about when you created the baby and everything. It ain't the baby's fault that she here. Now she done went crazy phone. And it was just like, it's too much mess.
And we could just piggyback to the point that you made earlier, Moni, about D Wade and who else allegedly has these.
No, not allegedly.
I got
he got the custody of the baby. So
okay, so he has it this year.
Yeah, he got custody of that baby.
Okay,
Luda
does, but D Wade.
I believe he has custody too.
Okay, because I know last year around this time, allegedly, Union, she didn't want the break baby to be a part of the Christmas festivities and things like that. So she had the other kids, but the break baby, allegedly, she wanted no parts. Maybe things have changed fast forward to this year.
I won't say for sure that they have it, but I thought I heard that they do. But I know she just recently came out and talked about they've had so many miscarriages. So from my standpoint, this is why I don't think I could deal with it, because it's like, especially when you don't have kids of your own.
That's what I'm saying. That right
You don't
there.
have any kids of your own, and we supposedly was in love, and now here comes this extra child. Now I'm just supposed to be like, and it's like it's not the child's fault, but you're trying to. Hard to accept.
Well, we have Pretty Precious Bonner and handsome, huggable, smelling good Alvin Lake joining us. Let me just in. Precious, would you be able to accept a break date?
She said
No.
Why not?
For one, if we break up, we broke.
Okay.
I put that as a comment on one of the posts that we did. We break up, we broke.
Okay.
Like I don't do that. And then on top of that, you not gonna bring no new child into my life. I'm especially if my kids are older now around me.
What about you, Alvin? Could you accept a break baby?
Guys are different.
Guys don't care.
Men have to accept a lot of stuff.
Wait. Before we even tap into that,
What?
because most guys want them like they can't even accept a woman cheating on them. So now
Right. It's the good guy.
I'm a realist. I understand my emotions to a degree. So, I love what I love.
Mm-hmm.
If I want to let you go, I let you go. If I don't, I don't. If I want to let somebody borrow you while I'm out in the world doing something else, I can do that too.
He said borrow.
You gonna dive in behind somebody else?
Furniture. You was a piece of property. I'm gonna let them borrow you.
At my age, I'm always coming behind somebody else.
Yeah, but I'm immediately behind somebody.
Right. You have to come behind everybody else, though.
That came back out. Yeah, that's a lot.
But I'm secure enough in myself as a man where, based on what I want. So if I want you bad enough, I deal with some of your BS.
So if you decided to stay in the relationship, you know about the break baby, place restrictions and just certain type of justice to that parent in order to have a relationship with that child. Restrict how they interact with that break baby.
No, I wouldn't.
No,
because that's their child.
Oh, it takes a village to raise a kid. So that's the most important thing inside of any relationship. If it's a child that's involved inside of a relationship, no matter how they got there, they didn't ask to be there, but they're there, and the most important thing. Now, if you can't get out of your way on your emotional BS, then able to try and start dictating what a parent should do for their child when that's their child. That's the problem. And if you're an insecure person, you really shouldn't be there in the first place, because now you got to deal with seeing another man come into your household because his child lives there. So if you're not built for it, don't play that game.
For everybody. So if you decide to stay after the break baby is born, hey, you got to suck that up to the game. You got to take that loss if you decide to stay in that relationship, because this man has another kid. Exactly. Despite the fact that you don't like the way that kid got there, this still this man's child, or this still this woman's child. So there's no purpose in putting all these unrealistic expectations on. Well, go to my house. All I know is you better go meet him over there. You better not be talking to her. Wait a minute. You shouldn't stay in that relationship.
That's kind of the same thing for me. I think that a lot of times you have the whole baby mama, baby daddy drama thing. Has a child with somebody else. You have to respect their situation. Just like, they should respect you to a certain degree. You'd be like, you know what? Yes, this is a whole nother person here. Now, once you get married, y'all got to deal with each other. But when you're boyfriend and girlfriend, you can't sit there and be like, you can't go over here and see your, no. Baby girl, you don't have no rights. Stay in your life.
Right.
And it's the same thing. If you're going to accept that man or that woman who has that child, you have to be prepared to deal with that. Whether it's a break baby or it's a step parent situation or got a lot of kids on you, you still choose to stay. Shut up, suck it up, buttercup.
And I totally agree, because there's no purpose in, castricizing and putting that baby out there. Every time you see him, he looking like his daddy.
And it
look
shouldn't
like his
even
mom.
remind you of anything that when you do see that break baby, you shouldn't even get mad because y'all was on a break. I mean, everything is real. If you all said that, okay, we on a break and all bets are off, we on a break. If you pop up and get pregnant, he pop up with a baby. Y'all on a break and y'all didn't decide that to say that.
Nasty.
Yeah, both of y'all is bogus. But
I was in a situation. Come to find out, come to remember, long time ago. Y'all know me. Everything before I changed, became a better man a long time ago. I used to keep a knee in the street. I was built that way. So broke up. I left a relationship in the initial part of a new relationship. Dip back to the old relationship. Create a child. New relationship. Find out about it. Don't want to leave. Don't want to leave. And then trying to find a way to adjust to that child coming into the relationship.
She was still in the first
but a lot of magic happened after the fact.
And it's like, through it all though, know yourself. If you are not the type like me, I've done all the forgiving that I'm going to do for cheating and all this other stuff. I'm at the point where I've done all that. If you didn't catch me and do me wrong in my 20s, at this point, I'm good. I'm done with the forgiving. I'm going to forgive to the point where if I see you, we will be cordial. But if you cheat, it's over. I'm not going to forgive you for us to get back together, because I don't have any more room for that. I don't even have the desire to even do that, because I know I'm going to treat you wrong. I know I'm not going to listen. I'm not going to try to do right in the relationship. Exactly. I'm going to always bring it up when I see you. I'm going to always imagine you hunching on somebody else. So therefore, I'm not a good candidate for it. And I know this. So I'm just like, you know what? Don't put yourself in a situation, especially when it comes to these kids. If you got a chance that you're going to mistreat this baby, walk away. If you cannot love that baby, honestly, if something was to ever happen to that other parent and you could not see yourself stepping in and being that parent, relationship up to the game, you need to go ahead and cut it as a loss, because at the end of the day, no matter how these babies got here, they're innocent lives and they deserve a chance. They deserve a chance to be loved by both involved. The more love, the better. But if you decide to stay, you gotta you gotta choose to pick that up. You gotta choose to let go all the ill will. And if you can't do that, be honest with yourself and try to fight it. We have our call. We have to make this really brief because we are wrapping up. Call or say your name. Who's on the line? Hello.
Yeah, this is Anthony calling from Chicago.
Hi, Anthony.
Hey, Anthony.
What's going on? Hey, I want to answer the question about the break baby and the breakup thing.
Okay, go ahead. You got 15 seconds.
All right, thing break up, in my opinion. If we got to break up and take some space, you need to keep it moving, and I need to keep it moving.
Thank you, Anthony.
If we're in relationships, we should be able to work things out as a couple. We need to work together as a team. And as far as a break baby, hell no. No break baby. Period.
Well, thank you.
Period.
I love it. Thank you so much, Anthony. We really appreciate it. Anthony said, nope. He said 100. He ain't staying. He said, we got to take a break. We done. Break babies. Absolutely not. Well, you all, again, if you decide to stay in a situation like this, be fair to yourself, first of all. Be true to yourself. Don't shortchange yourself. I mean, because let's be honest, everybody can't do this. This is not for everybody.
You
So
have to be
if
built
you
for it.
cannot this child and proceed like this child was just created the right way, person, you may want to consider walking away. I want to thank you all so much for tuning in. Please enjoy your holidays. Be safe. Love on each other. If you're not the number one draft pick, don't even worry about it.
Right.
We got you. Don't even worry about it. We'll have some
Go
tips
make a
for you
break, baby.
after Thanksgiving. We'll have some tips for you. But thank you all so much. Thank you, Alvin. Thank you, Precious. Thank you, Moni. Thank you, Eve. Thank you.
Jay.
Have a happy Thanksgiving, you all. We will see you after
the
Thanksgiving.
holiday. That's
Hit
right.
us up though on the
30th.
Facebook,
Thank
J
you
Spot,
for
also
hitting
on Instagram,
the
J
J
Spot,
Spot
also on
on
Instagram.
IntellectualRadio.com.
Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Thank you so much for tuning in, you all.
Thank you, Anthony.
Thank you.